Ever wondered why some suppliers become your strongest partners while others just remain vendors? The difference almost always comes down to how well you manage the relationship. And that's where Supplier Relationship Management or SRM makes all the difference. Hi, I am Poonam. After a short break, I am back with fresh insights into procurement and supply chain strategy. In today's video, we are going to explore supplier relationship management and understand how it helps you create real strategic value with your suppliers. So let's get started. So exactly, what is supplier relationship management? SRM is not just about managing suppliers. It's about deliberately building strategic partnerships that drive value, reliability, and innovation. It goes far beyond buying goods and services. The easiest way to understand SRM is by comparing vendors versus partners. A vendor is transactional. They focus on price, short-term needs, and minimal collaboration. A partner, on the other hand, brings mutual value, works with you on joint initiatives, and becomes part of your long-term success. SRM is all about shifting from treating suppliers as vendors to creating true partnerships with the suppliers who matter most to your business. Now, let's try to understand why should we really care about SRM. There are 4 major reasons. The first one is cost optimization. Good SRM helps you reduce hidden costs, prevent inefficiencies, and ensure you are actually getting value, not just low prices. The next one is risk reduction. With stronger relationships, you can identify risks earlier and take action before they become disruptions. The third advantage is innovation. Suppliers can become co-creators. When you engage them the right way, they bring new ideas, technical improvements, and innovation to the table. Last but not the least, better service levels. More collaboration leads to better quality, more reliable deliveries, and smoother day-to-day operations. Companies that mature in SRM often see up to 15 to 20% cost savings along with major improvements in supplier performance. That's the power of doing this right. Now that we have covered what SRM is, why it matters, and the value it brings, let's move into the next big question. How do you actually put it into practice? The first major step is supplier segmentation. Not all suppliers are equal, so we shouldn't manage them all the same way. We segment them based on spend, strategic importance, and risk. 2 important tools help us to do this effectively. First is Kraljic Matrix. It classifies suppliers based on the impact on your business and supply risk. The second tool is ABC Analysis. This groups supplier into A, B, and C categories by spend using the 80-20 rule. If you would like to dive deeper into these segmentation methods, I have explained both in a separate video. You will find the link in the description. Once the suppliers are segmented, we choose the engagement model. Strategic suppliers get deep collaboration and joint initiatives. Leverage suppliers get competitive negotiation and structured collaboration. Bottleneck suppliers require risk mitigation and supply assurance. Tactical suppliers get automated lean processes. Segmentation ensures you spend your time where it truly creates a value. Now that the segmentation is clear, the next step is to bring SRM to life. through three key pillars. First is performance management. This includes KPIs like quality, delivery, cost, and contribution to innovation. Scorecards and structured reviews help ensure alignment and accountability. Second is collaboration and communication. This is where you build trust. Regular meetings, transparent conversations, sharing your goals, and involving suppliers early all help shift the relationship from transactional to truly strategic. And third is continuous improvement and innovation. Work with suppliers on improvement projects, cost-saving ideas, and innovation opportunities. The goal is to create mutual growth and long-term value together. When these three pillars work together, SRM becomes a powerful system rather than just a one-time exercise. SRM is a journey, not a one-time project. Now that you have segmented your suppliers and understood the tools to manage them, the next step is to see where you stand on the SRM maturity curve. Level 1 is reactive. That means there is no formal structure, you only react when problems occur. Level 2 is defined. KPIs are measured, but supplier management is still mostly transactional and not strategic. Level 3 is collaborative. You begin working with suppliers on shared goals, joint improvement projects, and more transparency. Level 4 is strategic partnership. This is the ideal stage where key suppliers are true partners. You have joint innovation, long-term planning, and shared value creation. To move ahead on the maturity curve, focus on segmentation, KPI alignment, structured governance, and consistent collaboration. Every step takes you closer to unlocking full SRM value. Before we wrap up, here are a few quick wins that you can apply immediately. Start with your top 10 suppliers by spend and criticality. Define 3 to 5 core KPIs like quality, delivery, cost, and responsiveness. Set a simple monthly review to stay aligned. Agree on at least one improvement project with each priority supplier. Now, let's talk about some common pitfalls to avoid. Treating all suppliers the same. SRM must be tailored. Focusing only on the cost instead of total value. Irregular reviews, which leads to reactive behaviors. Lack of internal alignment across procurement, operations, and quality. And finally, if things don't go as planned. Not every supplier will become a partner, and that's completely okay. Always reset with facts, data, and small steps. Remember, SRM is a long-term discipline. Consistency is more important than perfection. Thank you for watching. I hope these insights help you strengthen your SRM strategy. If you found this useful, make sure to subscribe for more procurement content and check out my next video where I'll provide a quick guide on Incoterms. Drop your questions in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them.